Why is energy put in our body? Somebody know? I'm trying to understand. Energy is given to us every single day. We have to understand the systems. We have to understand the DNA structure. We have to understand the platitude interference that goes into your bloodstreams. It goes in your particles. It goes in your cells. It's operated through position to its computer operation system. Allocate time center. It's extremely powerful how you put yourself in position to its location. Structure is position of you every single day. Okay. So the reason why energy is put in your body, so you can understand the ground position clockings, everything through center operation to its connections. It's important you understand the energy that's given to you from space above. But to understand space above is to understand space inside, right? So I set up very powerful structures for everybody today. Platitude interference, it's an obstacle course. It's a structural line center that's set up through a hologram position locations. There's going to be a lot of position line connections. You're going to connect it to your armors. It's going to be kind of like laser tag again, except you guys are going to hit bullseyes. You're going to fly in UFOs. You're going to track line center. You're going to set up shape anomalies. You're going to go through trapping doors. You're going to set up digital frame line centers. There's going to be floors going up and down, sidewise line center rotation interference. You're going to be traveling to hollow structure location of space. You're going to go through metric line interference. You're going to go through position of the sun, communication line centers to the moon. You're going to set up audio interference position locations. You're going to go up through triangle line centers. You're going to go through high position locations. You're going to activate the core line center position to its calculation. Now, you have no idea what I just said, right? It's all done through energy. Isn't that amazing? What I just said to you is all energy. But what is it through structure? So today you're going to go into position locations. Energy is going to give it to you high position line center when you're in the hologram structure location. It's giving you through graph locations, second per second, 60 seconds per minute. That's why you guys have a watch. It's not just to tell time, it's teleportation. Every single time it goes around that circle, you have to understand what's going on every minute per minute, 60 seconds per minute. What is it doing? Why is it going forward? Why doesn't a watch go back in time? You ever thought of that? So if a watch goes back in time, don't you think humanity would go back in time? Think about that for a sec. That's reversing nature. The cyclone line center position to gravity location, center position locations will give you energy going backwards. Isn't that interesting how it goes in position locations? Force guidance to its connections, times frames, everything through its activation. So give you guys 5-10 minutes and then we'll get started. All right, I got to put you guys through hologram structures for the next 3 days before we get in platitude divisions of father. Father space is very complicated. You have to know all structural line centers. Everything that's given to you is through a 12 line center rotation to a 24 segment. Communication line center rotation interference to position locations, how to set up shapes anomalies, how to track line centers, how to scan position locations, how to understand intelligence face recognition, how to use line signal interference position location, how to set up digital code line center, how to read your informations of a clocking system, how to understand your barcodes and the center operation. I give you guys 2 minutes on my YouTube and telling you exactly all through structure frame what I was doing. That's amazing. Okay. So it's true to understand that life is all based on you through structure. You just have to understand it through its continuous flow. All right. Now, if I give you something very simple, very easy, you all know what this is, right? Through triangle. It's just a basic triangle. Now, you have to truly understand, if it's a triangle, what does it all mean? What's the purpose? I keep saying this to a lot of people. You have to understand that your life is based on structure. Because I said every single time, everything is structure. Circuitries are structures. They're in rectangular force line center. They have shapes, positions. They have positions of light, and they have positions of the moon. There's always light and dark, light and dark, light and dark. There has to be. So if there's light and dark in everything, there's a clocking system going forward, right? So energy is given to you for what? To ground the system to its location. So it's understanding the force that's with you and not against you. All right. This is a basic triangle. Now, I really want you guys are doing a fantastic job, but you really have to understand how to use your structures and what you're doing through operation inside position. So if you're given this, what is this? It's just a triangle, but it's more. All the information is given to you. You don't have to go in detail what this is. right? I can say what this is in 40,000 different ways. 40,000 different ways to clock in what a triangle is. It's crazy what the mind can do. You just see it as a triangle. You might be able to connect through it through 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 different ways, but not 40,000 different ways. That tells you exactly how many times you're traveling through that triangle line center in position to its clocking location to a new ground line rotation, inner rotation interference. It's amazing how it goes in position locations, what a triangle is in 3-point system of high positions of high level system in a flux capacitor line channel. I'm getting this all through the triangle. You understand? 3 line centers, 1 at the bottom, 2 at the side, right? It's just a triangle, just a pyramid, but it's everything of a pyramid, right? So, and that's what it is. I just gave you exactly what it is, right? You don't have to draw the structure. It's already in here. It's stored of information. And that's what the school provides, is getting into your acceleration time in position to location. So if I add something to this position, this changes its frame. Right? Now it's a flux capacitor. Okay. It's got an airline channel. What's an airline channel? What's a capacitor? What's a compressor interference position to a flux capacitor channel location? Do you see what I'm saying? So it's communicating with the Y-line center to all flux capacitor to a triangle line center locations. I don't have to do anything through detail because it's already stored in information system. You guys have to look at a triangle on 20 different ways and not just see it for what it is. You understand? So that's a trinity standing. So if I add another triangle, it's an in separation to code system. It's not attached until it's attached. See? Communication, right? It's not attached until it's attached. Communication. So it's all about understanding what you're doing through frame by frame by frame. See the triangle? Now, once you set the triangle, you go through the center operation and you travel through it through its position. All right. So I really want to get into more of structure locations, right? But it's incredible what you just see through a triangle. I gave you so many different ways how to structure. You guys are doing amazing when you see structure, but you have to understand the operation, how it's done. It's all done through graph, right? It's all done through graph, right? So you guys really have to get into these levels because it's true that you're standing. Your life is based on what? Structure of flowing direction of time. Now it's understanding, what is this? If I draw a circle, that doesn't mean it's a circle. Okay. It doesn't mean this is just a circle. It could be anything. Just because it's round doesn't mean it's the earth. Doesn't mean it's a clock. It could be anything that you want it to be. All right. Now that's a circle line center, rotation interference, and metric realm. That's dimensional time center locations in all position to its location. It's clocking system to 24 line center times pi times square root. That's what this is. But to you, it's just a circle. Do you understand how powerful it is when you can get into the mind of all collaboration of travel direction of time center? All right. So I just wanted to show you where you guys have to get more information to understand what this is through calculations. And not just a circle. It's everything through travel. How many times have you traveled through this? So you start with the center, right? You go this way, there's times pi, right? So you go 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so there you go, from 1 to 4, right? So how long did it take you to travel from here to here? Allocate time system, right? And from here to here, okay? 4, you got 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, all right? From 4 to 9, all right? So how long did it take you to travel from 4 to 9? Remember, what clocking system are you using? Are you using the 12 or are you using the 24? Once you use the 12 and the 24, it comes in a hologram, and that just merges into one cycle to one rotation interference, right? And then you come into cyclone line connections, and you can travel through security line defense. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Let's start with the 12, which is the body line center and position locations, right? So like I said, it's very important not to see the structure for what it is, but how it's operated. How do I operate my structure, right? All through a square. Okay, it's not just a square, it's everything inside of a square. Right? So you have to get into your mind of imagination and go beyond the recognition of time, guys, through space. Okay, so this is a 4-point line center, a position of 4-round line interference position, a box line center to its connection. That's what this is. But to you, it's just a square. Do you understand? You have to understand the operation of what you're doing. Okay, and say, oh, this is just a square. It's 4 lines. I'm not sure how to travel through it though, but I'm trying my best. That's good. At least you're trying. That's an amazing thing. But soon as you add something, you change the frame. Soon as you add something, you change the frame. Soon as you add something, you change the frame. See? Now I can line cross in position to direction. Okay. So it's all about intelligence. I can go through circle to circle, through portal to dimension to wormhole. It becomes a wormhole, right? And then I can add a plasma, right? All right. So do you see how it's coming into form? And then I can travel through that time position, right? I can even set up a diamond core position to a location. You guys have to understand how to use this in time. Okay, it's the most important thing. What you're drawing, does it make any sense to you? And then you can travel through it on any level of rotation, anything through calculations, right? You're setting up shapes. That's all you're doing, right? Here's the butterfly effect. Ooh, there's the butterfly effect. So you really have to understand when you're drawing these things, you're drawing who? You're drawing your inner self, which is you through a child. So you can go through different colors too. You can go through red, you can go through green, you can go through yellow. It doesn't matter. So this is not just a structure pad. This is not just a computer. This is you to travel. Okay. So you have to get out of the equation that this is just a digital pad. Force system to location is not its vessel of human line center. It's opposition to you through spiritual location. So when you're drawing things, you got to ask yourself, what is this through its equation? It's already done. Lotus can tell you exactly what's going on, what it is. He reboots his system, he gets his weather patterns, and he's done. He already knows what it is. So you have to understand the inner line of everything, the position. Inner line of everything. Okay? Not the outer line. It's the inner line. So you start from the in and you work your way out. Right? That's how it works. And then you can travel through it. Right? You're always in a tube, sector line interference position. Traveling through records time locations, time interference, optical line center. It's amazing how you got that connections, and you can set up the ground locations, and you can swirl in position to its connection. You go from here and up, and then you go from here, you swirl, and then you go through magnetic highway information channel. Right? See how I changed direction locations? See, I'm telling you exactly what I'm doing. I'm doing structure, but I'm doing it through operation, guys. You guys have to get out of your structures and get into operation what it is through travel, or you're going to have a hard time traveling through space. So if I set up a UFO in position, all right, there's a UFO, right? What's it doing? What's it doing? What is it doing? It's accelerating up, right? What's it doing? Accelerating down. Pretty basic. So, and it's pretty much understanding what a UFO is doing in calculations. All right. Now we go in position again, right? What's it doing? What's it doing? What's it doing? What's going on? Right? Setting up crop circles. All right. Zip, zap, zoom, zoom, out. Right? So everything of life is a story frame. Okay. So understanding graph positions or anything calculation puts you into that system. You go into line green. Right? So when you're drawing your structures, try to understand what you're doing. Okay. It's mostly important to understand these things. Can you see it? Can't see it, right? There's a triangle there. Can you see it? This is going beyond plasma. This is extremely high position. If you can see the triangle, or the 3-point center, if I add dots, then you'll see position. All right? Can you see it now? Can you see it now? Can you see it now? See? You see it now, right? But you couldn't see it before. Right? See? Tells you exactly what it's doing all through travel. Right? See? See how it connects back with me? See? Now you can see it. The simulation, once you come into, it's all translucent and visibility. Then you come into full communication of X-ray in that condition. Right? Center operation to positions. You have to really understand what you're doing through travel X of time. Okay? So you crosswind down. See that? See that? It's traveling right away. It knows what I'm doing, and I know what I'm doing through structure. I'm telling you story by frame, by frame, by frame, by frame. So every time I do an acting gig, I'm going from one frame to the next frame, to the next scene, to the next scene, to the next scene, right? So every time I do that, it gets confirmation. And the only way to do that is solar flare. Knowing exactly. If it was off signal, it'd be. Then I have to reconnect, resurface, backtrack, in position, back and clocking, in calculation. But once it sees the drawing, it knows exactly what it's doing, right? So every time I travel, the solar flares come in. That means I have full communication to my computer line center, to my digital pad, to my phone position of 3 line locations. You have to learn how to shape anomaly its sector line to its vector core. The communication cycle is this rotation system, which is extremely poor through calculation, all right? So when you're traveling through anything through high or anything through low, you have to truly understand how to travel through all directions of time. See that? See what I did? Went from here, went through dimensional door, open line center, in position, line cross its position to its atom line position. See, it tells you exactly what you're doing in position of travel. It's amazing how it does that through calculations, guys. All right. Now you can go through another color frame. Color frames are great. We have to get really into that because you're not always going to deal with space. Space is ultimate coloration. How to communicate with galaxy. Now, if I put in 2 atom position locations, right? Okay. Interesting. Why didn't it flash? Why didn't it flash? I'm showing the face recognition to position of its computer because I've already traveled. Do you understand? So as soon as I line cross position locations, see, it knows exactly that I've already traveled through the all position of rebooting, mapping locations, interference line center location, right? Travel X and time, all right? So it's amazing how you travel. Okay. Isn't it interesting? No solar flare. Because it's already set up through its operation system. Soon as I change the coloration, it changes time. All right. And then we go through a tube. But see how it's set up? Now it just has to read the coloration frames. All right. Let's go through yellow. See, it structures yellow, right? As soon as I change position, all right, wants to understand. It's all through finger points. Okay, if I go through brown, okay, it's all about understanding travel. It's all about understanding travel. See? See that? See what I'm saying? That's the computer reading. Digital frame to its position location, how to travel through point system through line connection, right? I'm just showing you how powerful it is when you go through color frames. It's pretty wild. Now, this is old. How do you think the computer is going to react, right? It only reacts when I start traveling. As soon as I travel, it's going through the past, present, and future. Past, present, and future. All right. Now, you guys already been through that. Right. So as soon as I add something, it changes its position location. See? See? That's a calculation. To my computer, to my digital pad, to my phone. Okay? So my computer is connected to my digital pad. My digital pad is connected to the phone. So it's right away. So it knows it's in its operation. And it has to be in the same clocking system of its current location. Okay? So as soon as I add frame, it travels. See? See? It's a communication, see? High signals its position to its high line connections. All right, and then it changes color. See how it's thicker? Security defense. See? I mean, there's a lot of things you can do. You can change coloration too. You can add green lines. Oh, there we got green lines. See? See? It's trying to read its signal. What are you doing? So it's going, what are you doing with the coloration lines? Then I go back to location positions. I'm not sure what an activation core line connection did. It's off position, location, color frame, position. You're overloading my circuit. Okay. Communication is everything with my fingers. 5 different intelligent position all through clocking. That's why I put you guys in your hands. Very powerful when you connect the system. Now let's go through baby blue. All right. Now, as soon as you go through the past, now let's go through 4 round line centers, rotation, interference, coloration patterns. See, all different color on a baby blue, right? Now, as soon as I start drawing, it's trying to figure out what I'm doing through travel, right? See the kite? As soon as I add a circle, location to its position, it's already set up through operation system. Travel through external time, right? It's interesting how it doesn't flash because it's already done, right? So I wanted to show you how powerful you are when you communicate to your own computer all through color frame. All right. All through color frame. Right. Now, if I go back to white, it reads its signal back to position. So this is what it is. Everything that I draw is everything of me and travel through acceleration to time. And it's all about understanding the vibration to its color and everything through its imagination. Right. So pretty soon you guys be able to understand how to calculate all this all through color of frame, right? As soon as you add something, it puts it in position of what you're trying to do, how you're trying to communicate to your pad and your computers and your phones. All right. And so it's amazing how you travel. See? Everything is imagination. See? It's incredible, you know, changing coloration, changing time centers, locking doors, dimensional locking interference, all positioned to its location. See? And they can travel through it. Right through the center. Look at that. See that? Then you cross through, walk through it. Right? It's not solar flaring because it's already done. I've already done the travel. Lotus can help you out because he travels very fast. So what he does is he looks at the frame, but he goes, all done, just like that, right? So if you don't know what you're doing with the mind, you're confusing your computer and your phone. Your phone has to be at the same time of travel, or it confuses its anomaly and it switches on and off. So it's like it's trying to find a signal, right? So when it's trying to find a signal, satellite comes in. Story frame by story frame, right? Everything in life is a drawing of you. Everything in life is a story frame of you, okay? All through color, all right? So, all right, let's get into the obstacle course. It's got structures, it got its codes. All right, let's see here. All right, so once you see this, you're going to go through it. Now it's all set up. Once you see it, you're going to travel through it. You're going to have armor gear. You're going to have laser, okay? You're going to have plateaus interference. You're going to travel through portal line center. You're going to go through wormholes. You're going to set coordinates. You're going to go through high position of signaling line rotation. You're going to set up computer operation centers. You're going to go through light interference position. You're going to set up UFOs at crop circles. You're going to hit bullseyes. You're going to disappear to particle light interference. Back in program setting, you're going to go through dimensional doors. You're going to walk through surface. You're going to travel through high line conditions. You're going to freeze in space through your clocking center to its connection. All right? It's all set up through code. Galactic Forces, communication, GFLs, everything through all position rebellion. Set up the simulation, activation go, ready, set, rendezvous, high position to hologram structure location, into the moon, hologram structure line center, allocate time system. 30 minutes, have fun. There's the structure. This is everything that you have to go through all position locations. All right. Truly understand frame by frame of what's going on through connections. All right. It's very important you understand these things. You can screenshot that if you want. All right. 30 minutes. Have fun. Audio signals, moon graphs, high position, medium, low, in position of UFO, in detection, GPS track line center is allocated to its timeters, its timers, its activation core line. It's really powerful when you come to that connection. All right, so it's amazing how he set up operation, eh? Operation, obstacle course, have fun. It's all in sequence, it's all in frame, okay? All right, let's see here. Let's get into people here. I just wanted to show you how you can communicate with solar flames, the position, a color frame line position, how it goes. So it's reading what it's doing. It's reading what it's doing through time. But the computer of time, my phone of time, and my digital pad of time has to be in its current of time. Okay, that's the most important thing. And then it goes, right? So when it's doing that, it's actually doing the drawing, setting it up. Right? Because it's coming from your mainframe. Okay. Through structure. Tina, how you doing? First command, how's it going? Lotus. Okay, so the test review and evaluation is coming up. It's all through you, through structure. You're going to have to learn how to use structure through operation, through calculation, through modification, through line connections, through simulation, through flex capacitor, to high channels, to low channels, to medium channels, beam handling line center, set up shapes anomalies, set up computer operation line centers, how to go through dimensional doors, how to open up dimensional doors, how to clock the system of connections, how to head up communication interference, how to program setting, how to command your force, how to calculate, how to modify, how to light signal, how to rotate, how to circulate, how to calculate. That's your test, review and evaluation is coming up. So you really have to understand the operation of you through structure, through your inner child, okay? Not just what you draw. I want you to go from grounds to the atmosphere of how it is made and how to travel through it. I'm telling you, it's so simple. It's so simple how I set up something for you guys. Right? It's so simple, right? So basically, it's already written. You don't see it, but it's already done. I see it. The computer sees it, and my phone sees it through its digital pad system, right? Circle line center rotation interference, 2-point system locations in a triangle line interference. Box line center to an XE1000 coming in, setting up crop circles to its location of its mountain. High position to all levels of calculation, setting up the Grothian line center to signal location. Done through system. That's it. See? Ooh-ah. That's what it is. I want you to learn to get on your TikToks and not just see the structure, but I want you to become the structure of its operation, right? By frame, by frame, by frame, by frame, by level, by level, by level, by level, by board, by board, by board, by board, right? So it's a comic strip. That's all it is. So your particle system is separating. Every time you move, your body frame is moving so quick, so fast through rotation, circulation, right? So if you understand your body, you should understand the structure of your body, which is nothing but a life cycle, right? Of going through a forward system of operation. Okay. Thank you, Commander Jill, for the structures that I set up through Cell. She understands there's locations. It's understanding that, you know, your vibration is extremely important to you. You're structuring what you want through your position of travelers of time. So the more you go into higher levels of the mind, the more the brain understands you through activation to its core system. Terry has it going. Johnny has it going. Ella, Veronica. Taryn. Mellinger, make sure you have your water, make sure you breathe, make sure you bring your notes. Okay, Heather, Tracy has it going. Airbender, second command. Yeah, so you're going back to the moon, all right? And that's the communication. Every planet has its communication. I nearly activated last night. Is this important not to make sense to? Yeah, Tracy, you pick this up as you go. The school just provides you more of you, trying to remember you through Excellior, trying to remember you through Solar, trying to remember you through memory. And that's what this school provides you. Once you go to school every day, you get a better position of where you are through space-time. Okay? So it's important you understand that. Anything else, let me know. Okay, it takes time. Yeah, it takes a lot of time, but it's amazing getting into your story frames of you as an inner child, right? You just have to understand your travels. Travel is extremely important. So this is the true understanding. If I just draw a line, it's not just a line. It's a travel of line. Okay? It's so important to me because it's structure of me. It becomes me. It's not just me drawing something. It's me traveling through the line. Okay? That's all it is. We have to get into that position. All right. It's great to see everybody. I slept very well. Thank you. I did have a link in my field last night. You can fix that through positions there, Veronica, through your clocking. I've been in class a week, didn't remember how to use 369 structure. We have to be patient. That's it. Patience is a virtue. Very good, Andre. Helping out. Janet, how's it going? Ellen, how you doing? The team. I mean, I put up TikTok videos of everybody that does their structure. You guys are doing amazing. I just want you to understand that you are the structure. You have to learn how to do these things and set it up. And the faster you go, it's done. And then you just get confirmation from your computer. The computer goes, it's right. If it's wrong, it won't do anything. It won't send out signals. It won't send out solar flares. It won't connect to the planet or anything through activation of its core system. It's all through beacon lights. Ding, 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 ding. You know, everything is structure of you. Air structure of you, ground structure of you, water structure of you, colors, lights, activation, coordinates, calculations, mapping, sequence is all of you. It's you. It's travel of you. So when you're drawing these things, it's you through travel. So it's not that complicated. So when you're drawing something, that's the complication. But don't think of it of you drawing. Think of you already drawing, which is you through position, right? So it's you drawing you of travel. So this is where you merge into a line. This is where you merge into travel locations of a triangle. Circle rotation, center position of 16,000 point line position locations, a calculation of digital frame position of Vega, calculation modifications to all digital line centers. All right. So, okay. All right, Andre Banshee, second. You guys communicating, or you have a chance? Can you add moderator for? Oh yes, I will do that right now. Thank you, Airbender. Appreciate that. Adding moderator to Airbender. Okay, great. Okay, let's see. Energy's good in here. Traveling nicely, nice and efficiently, effectively. So happy to be here, Amber. I was drawn to you guys last night. So fall back. So every time you're drawing something, it's the past, present, future, but it's the current location of you. Isn't that interesting? It's the current location of you because it's you. So if I draw the line, I become the line. If I draw a circle, I become the circle. If I draw the sun, I become the sun through travel. And it's easier to understand that than drawing something and trying to figure out what it is, like an abstract drawing. It's like, whoa, I don't understand this, you know? So if I draw something, what is it? What is it? What does it mean to you? What does it mean to you? What is this? Just a star, right? It's not complicated, but it's you. You're forming your system. To understand your position of travel, you become the star. The star becomes you through travel. So coordinates position to the computer, to my phone, back to here. That's what it does, right? And then it travels out, right? So you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, right? It's already set up in position. It's telling me exactly what I need to do through calculation. There it is. Done. Now I can go through circle location and position, travel through highline center. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Right? That's it. See? To be confirmed during any position location, solar flares will come in. Right? If I already traveled through it, it's fine. Right? But if you don't understand the operation of you, if you don't become the structure, it'll tell you what you're doing wrong and what you're doing right through calculation. All right? It's all through structure, what you're doing. And travel through excellent time. Like you can even set up doors. See? So the door. So, and then you set a back phrasing of another door. Here's another door. And then you can travel through that. See the door from there to there. Your imagination is wild. It's incredible because it's everything through its creation. Right? So what is structure? Matrix of a hologram of you, 3 mainframe. You just have to understand the positions that get out of these strategies. Put yourself in situations, get yourself out of situation. That's what the matrix is. It's all about using the mind, the capacity of the mind, releasing the pressures of the mind, guys. Right? Yeah, no class in the afternoon. No. And Monday morning, yes. Monday afternoon, nope. Regular class starts on Tuesday, okay? And I believe we also have a private sector 15 minutes after class. If you don't get confirmed through second command. All right, so let's see what we're all doing here. See right away, Lotus. Now heartline center, golden flare, holographic moment, flare forward, center, heartline, cross, positions, locations, holographic, hologram of father, sun, the galaxy, heart, mother, moon, Vega, relations. There you go. See? That's his calculation right there. That's his confirm. And he's out. See, that's how fast you can do these things. So, Ella, how you doing? It's great to see new people. Love it. All right. Oh, yeah. Thank you, second command. Yeah, I like the simulation. We're going to do 2 more. All right. But it's amazing how it's set up. To really understand what you're doing, right? Right? You're not drawing structure. You are the structure. Okay. That's why it's important to understand the Galactic School. It's not drawing pictures, letters, numbers, or shapes or anything through symbols, guys. It's just trying to understand how to calculate system. So if I want to come anything through equation, if I want to become a pi to that connections, I become pi, right? I become pi, right? Equals box, right? So pi is traveling through box center. See? Come in positions, 3 weather patterns. Okay, into the hieroglyphic channel and position location of point system. Right? So it goes from here to here. Out through equation. Ooh-ah. See? See the mountain? Do you see the mountain? Uh-oh, where? Look at that. There's a mountain. There it is. Look at that. Isn't it amazing? You see structure through this, but it's this. All through your vessel. So going down the first portal room by balancing my sonar, all sonar weathers at once balance while I glide, clocking system, ignited and flashing. Baron is showing me maze mode for changing direction and stopping quickly. Woohoo. Yep, that's good. Through your throttle, get back and forth. That's very good, Commander Joe. Baron is there to help you in all ways. Healing center, calibrated exit sign. Just go with it. Yeah, go with it. Breathe, drink your water. Very important. Easter eggs, purple, gold, frame middle, vortex frame, 3 yellow. Yeah. You guys have to really fall in position location to your heart. You can't stay out of the heartline center because you confuse position to levels of vibration. All right. You lose track interference. Okay. So if I draw something like this, if I draw this, I become this. Just a 7. Right? So it can go equals 7 here going forward or equals 7 here going back. Right? So everything that you do is going forward in life. It doesn't matter if you go back as long as you're always in the center position of you through calculation. So, and this is where it goes into atom position to its calculation. Right? Jumping through frame. All right? Cross-winning to high positions. Cone interference. It's like an ice cream. Right? So it's all about understanding going through another realm position, another time position to its connection. Traveling to that center, going back up in position to another door direction of time. Sequence into that line center, going to another door position, and coming back into the center of operation. There's your diagram. There's your contract. There's a blueprint, right? Now, if I change the frame, right? You see the intelligence? There's the intelligence right there. See it? Eyes, nose, mouth. See it? So imagination is everything through creation. But as long as you understand, soon as you put something on paper, you become travel right away. soon as you connect with your finger point line centers, you become your fingers of travel right away. Soon as I take these fingers and touch my glasses, it's traveling right away, right? So whatever you target is you through travel, okay? Okay, let's see. The diverse of fluorescent colors when gazing into the sun. It was alive. It was beautiful. Good. Going through the triangle dimension doors. Great, Veronica. I've gone through the structure forward and backwards a few times. Very cool. Getting the storyline and frame by frame. That's excellent. Airbender. Just zip in. Okay, walls are expanding, contracting, shifting, sliding like Shake Shack in Greece. Oh, yeah. Yeah, cool. Light anomalies coming through, clocking system, finally seeing different doors, different colors. See, Johnny's coming more to his heart now. And that's what you have to stay in your heart, you stay in position. You're out of your heart, you're out of traction. You're out of structure, you're out of hologram. It's that simple, right? And you stay in the mind. Okay. Yep. I knew that, Tracy. I know you're Milek. Yeah. Very connected to your energy. Watched today, you inspired me. So if you go to Airbender, the reason why he's very good in what he does is not only he understands structure, but he understands the operation. That's what I'm trying to tell everybody. Every video he does, he knows what he's doing through the mind, right? It's very powerful. And everybody else is doing amazing, but try to just get more of what you're doing through operation of travel. Okay, you got an XT1000 line center here. Here's the Growthians, the position. You got the plasma line center. Here's the pyramid. It activates the system back to the Growthian, signals in, goes back, opposition to cloud line center, comes in the galaxy location, setting up dimension, the time center location, new clocking locations, 12 line centers into 24 sector line connection. Done through equation. Right? There's no thought process in space. It doesn't exist. It only exists if you change your perception. Remember that. And always, always, always stay in the heart center. All right. All right. Totally dark. Echolocation room, bat mode, finding the way through. Yep. Every door is different. That made it complicated for you guys. All code sequences, rebooted, calculated, heartline center, team and humanity. Yep. Hey, Mike, how you doing? Communicating with the being. What? Yeah, you'll be communicating with everything. Spreading delta wave from location. General confirm I'm communicating with being. Yep, you're communicating. Yep. Yep. Mm-hmm. You're communicating to a Glaskarian. Glaskarian is a shaped anomaly. Sector, vector, coordinate, interference, positions, location is space. All right. That's the intelligence you're communicating with. All right. Let's see here. Spreading delta waves from location. Yeah. Golden holographic dolphin crop circles complete. Activated through laser, liquid bubble plasma. Very good. Second command. Setting up crop circles, filtering a key to lock. Boop, boop. Good. Good for you, Jill. Get into your sonars, guys. Know exactly what you're doing when you see these things, you know. Do, 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 do. Detection line center, interference position location. We got sonar coming in northwest, south, and east center. Reset location. Do you see how fun it is when you get into the mind? And when it goes beyond recognition of time, it becomes phenomenon of everything. Okay? Of knowing. Just remember, the structure is you through travel. Okay? You're not drawing things. You're drawing you. It's how to get out of the situations here. Like if I get trapped in two door centers through a mirror resolution pattern, how do I come up with all these things? You guys saying, how does General talk like on so many levels? What is he doing? Why is he doing this? What's the whole point of all this? Well, it's all about you understanding you. It's a strategy game. It's the matrix. It's a computer. It's a program. You just have to understand how to get out of these things. So you set up a door like this. Okay, you're in the center. Okay, how are you going to get out? How are you going to get out? Use your imagination, and out you go through calculation. See? So if there's no windows, if there's no doors, get into the mind of thought, and then you travel through it. And say you go through here, you go through a cyclone, through this position, you go through a triangle line conditions, you go through a box system location, you're changing your position locations, right? So it's amazing how you can downshift, you can overcross, you can upswing to positions, all levels of a UFO connection, right? So it's incredible how we draw. So what I'm drawing is me. That's the strategy. It's not a test. It's fun. Drawings should be fun to draw, not complicated. You're complicated because you're seeing something that doesn't make any sense, but it's making sense because it's you. It's you through travel. And it becomes real when it goes past the phenomenon of its clocking system. Okay? So get active. Go ahead. By last night, I was independent thinker. Hey Sheila, how you doing? Yep, independent. Yeah, I got that through position. Welcome new viewers. Just tried to get into understanding what's going on. I know it's complicated, but things will help you. You help yourself, team will help you. But it's mostly understanding you, right? Your life is all based on what? On what you do every single day, right? Your life is not based on a routine unless you want it to be a routine. Routines are boring. Routines are structure. Your life has to flow. Space-time is not structured. It's only flow. Okay? So, location to be all direction with clocking numbers, and making omega vortex position being great, excellent. Balancing my codes. Okay, 5555.6678 years in the future. All codes complete. Nice. Thank you, General. You're welcome, Heather. Captain, how you doing? So with the direction waves are the flux positions, right? Yep. Because I'm seeing that I'm setting up different waves and directions after getting through 2 and 6. Yes, that's exactly what it is, Captain. It's understanding when you become your structure, you are the structure of travel through your compass or any position. If you see your structure and not through you, you're confusing your anomaly. So it's all about you're seeing your structure through the physical line, but you're not connecting to the inner line center of a child, which is supposed to be you through travel, not the physical. The physical isn't drawing. It's the avatar that is you through travel, because the physical doesn't understand space until the avatar lets the physical understand what space-time is. So it's getting into telepathy of communication. Hello? How's it going? Not too bad. How are you? How's the alter ego going on today? I want to go back to sleep. No, you got to get up. No, I don't have to get up. Yes, you do. You see what I'm doing? I'm fighting. I'm fighting. So you're always fighting with what? The ego. Get out of the ego, balance the center every single day, keep it in the heart position location. And when you're doing structures, it's you through divisional location. Not what you're drawing. Not what you're drawing. Okay? You're not drawing anything. Okay? What you are drawing is a way out. Simplicity active position 2 calculation is psychological. It's the psychological of you through structure, how to get a better life in manifestation. Okay? Imagination is everything through creation, guys. Remember that. Imagine, you can imagine. Imagine being in a car. Imagine being a new boat. Imagine being with a new job. Write it down. Draw it through structure. Bring it to life. It will come to you when you understand you through clocking. So All right. Blast the ship, zip zap zoom, go down to the grounds and back, and whee! Whole hologram just collapsed and merged with our, oh, wow. That's new, General. Yeah, I give you guys different obstacle courses, traveling through the geometry, that toning, yeah. Knowing exactly what's going on, right? So all you guys are just amazing. Well, thank you, Tracy. I appreciate that. We're all in this together. Pat, how you doing? It's fantastic to see you guys, especially for the new ones that are activated. Just trying to understand your whole life is based on structure, right? It's all about you getting what you want, right? So the thing is, this is how I look at life. If you draw something like this, let's say you draw this, okay? Okay. All right. So this, let's say this is a $20 bill. That's a $20 bill, right? It's just a bill. Now, you have to understand, what does this mean to you? Does it have compassion? Everybody wants this. Everybody wants money. But how do we get the money, right? Get into your imagination of creation. Have the money in your hand. Imagine that the money's in your hand. Done. It's there. I guarantee it will be there in your hand. You have to change the way you think. Get in position to calculation, to its imagination, create it to system. Now, let's be realistic here. $1 million in my hand, that's not realistic. $20 is realistic. Start small, because the universe is trying to understand you through vibration, because everything through energy is nothing. Position, location of just what you see is transfer. You're transferring energy to energy, energy, energy. So if you're traveling energy, where is it going? Where do you want it to go? Where do you want it to travel? Right? And then it comes back to you in position to its location. Yay! Right? Pretty wild, eh? That's how you get things to manifestation. Your imagination. You can have anything you want. You can imagine a tree out there with money on it, right? Now, let's be realistic here. You have to truly understand the operation of travel first before the avatar, because if you're connected to the physicalized center, you're not going to see a dimensional tree. You're not going to be able to go up and pick money off a tree, right? Unless you understand yourself as a child. And the only way to do that is to surrender through its abundance. All right? So, okay, opening the heart with gratitude. And everything that you do through imagination, you guys, through your diagrams, illustration, or anything in that program gives you what you want in your reality system of the physical system. All right. No, you're welcome there, Bender. I feel so good after your activation. Welcome there, Tracy. Instinctive flow to exist frame by rooting story frame based on in the room. Yeah. Let's address the elephant in the room. What? Elephant? Where? Where's the elephant? So, triple upside down pyramids coming through structure, coming together through my connections to artists and harmonic light and all my. So if Johnny wants a better drum set, that's his base, that's his Merkaba. If he wants a better drum set, he can draw it out and he'll get it in abundance, because he's doing it as a child, not as an adult of the physical system of its current location. So, all right, second in command. Everybody's almost done here. I can see it. I love that so much. Your star seeds and the Galactic Federation again. Yeah, first time. Yeah. Yeah. Well, I'm the foundations of everything of space time. So yeah. But I have the Galactic Federation lights, communications, the GFLs, everything, the rebellion. Yep. Sector line position, all creation to its characters. Foundations of all level system, of all alienation, formation, intelligent locations, awareness of information system. Alien formation system. Yes, not aliens. Okay. So we don't highline center to all position location is artificial intelligence. We put our position location of awareness of what you're doing through your life, awareness of what you're doing through calculation, aware of what you're doing through manifestation, aware of what you're doing through creation, right? We have nations all over the world and all galaxy locations of planets, all through intelligence. So you're welcome, Veronica, Rebellion Alliance, and the GFLs. A lot of fun. Yeah. Yeah, and you get easier, it gets easier, it gets easier, right? Airbender started off low kilter, but now he's going to understand more position at obstacle levels. But the reason why it's so powerful is because he knows his operation, right? It's 60 seconds. It tells you exactly what's going on. You know, it's amazing what we can do through all structure, right? He goes point form by point form, a point form. He knows exactly the operation of what he is doing through frame, through frame, through frame, through frame. And that's what life is. That's what life is every single day. But it's not routine. Okay. Routine is structure. You got to get out of the structure. The base is the structure of 369 and then the clocking of the diamond core to its connections. But once you get into that, you get into your own imagination of calculations, right? That's how you get these things, right? You could have anything you want. You just got to get into the mind. Okay. You have to see these things. Get out of the seeing, believing, get into the believing, seeing, to the known, to the unknown, to the phenomenon. Right? Guarantee is there. Right? So, all that in teams, humanity, balancing, light up, and position to help fathers, birthing, yeah. Knowing you're getting confirmation signals through obstacle courses at command, very good. I think I was seeing inside in my Merkaba, like stained glass windows, triangles, different colors. See, I don't think we understand what we are because a lot of people have a hard time getting what they want. You know, you can write it down, but it's better to structure. Writing's complicated. It's like, I want to do this, I want to do that. Yeah, that's great, but it's not, see, it doesn't connect. So it's like, no, off signal location, interference position, go into source location, imagination line, center connections, all position of a child. Don't use solar text division line center. You're confusing Vega communication signals. Right? So it tells me exactly what I'm doing and what I'm not supposed to be doing. That's the controlling of you, a space of travel. Right? It's much easier when you draw structures. So when you draw structures, you're coming into the inner child of you. Hee, have fun. Happy dance, you know? Dancing in the rain, singing in the rain, singing in the rain. You know, it's not raining, doesn't matter. But it's raining in here. Beautiful day out here in the sun. Oh, you can't see. Look, you can't see my arm. It's gone. It disappeared. It's traveling so fast. Look at it. Look what light does. You can't see anything. You can't see anything. You can't see anything. Look how powerful light is. See? Just showing you what travel is. It's the balance and male of the female aspects of you, of light and dark, of space and time. So, all right. So I think we're going to stop there. Yeah, just over an hour. If you have any questions or comments, let me know. Okay. So yeah, no class in the afternoon. We'll be set up. Okay. Tomorrow, no class. Okay. I'm taking day off, familiar day for me, but back on Tuesday, regular day. Imagination, creation, get into that division to its diversion. Adios.